Hi guys, Mr. Ruffle Waffles here. Not really, I'm not Mr. Ruffle Waffles. I gotta edit my lighting here. Just give me a second. I'm a professional, I swear. Okay. There we go. That's a little bit better. Now, let's get into our topics. My computer is over here. It has got the nice, amazing Black Ops 4. I'm not going to show you because that involves moving my camera some more. But we're going to get into our topics while we play some zombies. And I think for this stream, let's do some Shangri-La. I guess that'll do. Alright, now, first off, guys, Black Ops 4 looks insane. Insane, okay? Insane in the membrane. Now it's too cold, or too warm. Alright, but Black Ops 4 looks absolutely insane. The multiplayer looks very, very different, and I'm very excited for it. It looks like I'm really going to enjoy that. It's all different, and you actually have to think and play tactically. And we're going to get into some other things that will relate to a different game, but we'll get there. But I'm really excited to see how it goes, okay? Very, very excited.
This place is cool. Not where I expected it.
Alright, so hella loud. I don't know why I bought that. Alright, but so getting into it right on here, guys, the multiplayer looks insane. Okay? I'm really excited because I think that the multiplayer is going to be very similar to how Overwatch is, in the sense of like this character does this and then this character counters that, or this character does this to kind of work with it. Not necessarily as complex or not as in your face as Overwatch, where it's like you clearly need a certain composition to win a game, but there's definitely stuff that they were talking about that's going to make it so that way certain characters are going to get played, and I assume that we're probably going to see character selection at the beginning of the game, as opposed to what we saw in Black Ops 3, where you're just stuck on this specialist, and that's the one you're playing as. Having said that, another topic that's obviously got to be talked about here, boys, obviously gotta get talked about at some point, is the Battle Royale mode. As you probably are aware, I'm not the biggest fan of Battle Royale. I'm probably the least big fan. I'm probably one of the biggest non-huge fans, but I'm not a hater either. I just dislike it, and I don't particularly have too much against anyone that does like it or anything like that. I have a few not personal, but a few not as important things I have to, I guess, say about some specific people that play it and such, but I'm going to keep that to myself because that's not what this video is about. This video is about reacting to Black Ops 4. So, Black Ops 4 BR. I am more than excited to play that. More than excited. And that's just because I've only watched people play the what's it called? The COD Online one. The COD Online one I found to be freaking hilarious and fun when I watched it on like Merc Music's kind of channel and stuff. And that's probably pretty obvious because, you know, it's Merc Music. But to add to this as well is just I feel that with what I think it was Vondahar that was talking about that, with what those guys were talking about, where it's like we want to do BR, but we want to do BR the Call of Duty, the Black Ops way, is so it's not ambitious because it's obvious that was gonna be the way that they were going to do it. But it's really like, oh yeah, I'm excited. And then all of a sudden we saw the things that we did in that trailer for that, and me, man, that looks so good. so good. I'm so excited for that. Like, you have no idea how excited I am to play that. Like, even if I don't end up enjoying it, which is completely fine if I don't. That's whatever to me. But even if I don't, even if that's the case, I'm still gonna try and go in and, you know, play it and enjoy it. So I'm gonna try to enjoy it, and if it just turns out that I don't end up enjoying it, that's fine. I'm not worried about it. But what I am looking at hoping to do, guys, is not only play that, but play the zombies, play the either multiplayer. I'm looking at playing all of the things instead of how I was with Black Ops 3, where I just didn't have as much of a wanting to play the campaign. Like, it wasn't. The campaign was not bad by any means. It just wasn't my particular. I guess cup of tea. The campaign, I liked what the campaign was about, but I didn't like go and play it religiously. I got about, I think, maybe halfway through, and then I just watched like the game and everything of it, which I thought was pretty good. I thought the whole thing was actually not horribly done at all. But yeah, so I kind of wanted to be the person that wanted to. I go into every game trying to make it so that way I'll play everything. But I played the multiplayer, and I think I'm prestige like 3 or 4. I honestly don't remember what prestige I'm at, but it's not high. And then in zombies, as you saw probably earlier, I am in master prestige, just past level 120. So that means that I've played 8 zombies in BO3 beyond, you know, what most people do. And yeah, I love zombies. And here's the thing as well, guys, is that I really enjoy zombies in BO1, BO2, BO3, and in World at War. Honestly, my favorite map in all of COD zombies is Verrückt. So I personally now or more so prefer this newer Verrückt, just because of the fact that it's got the like newer kind of things about it that are a little bit cool and stuff. But I still enjoy the OG Verrückt, and every now and then I'll get on it. I don't have like the stuff to go and record it really, so I don't do that. But I still absolutely adore playing OG Verrückt. But, so, getting back to our topics here. So we just talked about the BR, of which I'm absolutely excited for, 100%. I don't think I could be any more excited, honestly, for a BR mode, honestly. But the thing that I'm most excited for is the fact that we have 3 freaking launch maps for zombies. It's insane. And honestly, like, you guys can expect that now I'm going to, like, today, I'm going to probably be doing a decent amount of same Dempsey. But you guys can definitely expect that today is probably going to be like a double, maybe even a triple upload. Not only this stream, but I'm hoping to do my Assassin's Creed Origins, what Call of Duty can learn from Assassin's Creed video. Release, Jesus Christ, stop it. Oh my God. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing that, because that's going to be my video of what I think in Call of Duty can learn from Assassin's Creed and Ubisoft, and what they, you know, Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed can learn from Call of Duty in return. So basically, that's what's going to be coming out later today as well. And I honestly delayed it mostly because I was lazy, but also because I kind of wanted to wait until we saw what we were going to see at this reveal event. And I'm glad I did, because now I have extra things to throw into this video that is going to be about, like, oh, check this out, boys. I'm going to be talking about all the new zombie maps in that, and probably mostly the very first one they revealed, which is called 9. And if you look on the Call of Duty YouTube, they refer to it with the Roman numerals IX. So, little tidbit of information there. But I'm really, really excited for that video to come out. The opening topic isn't gonna end up, like, the opening topic of, like, what the two of them can learn from each other isn't gonna be that long, probably, just because of the fact that after this reveal, I kind of looked at it, at what I was going to be trying to implicate and imply, and being like, oh, if you spend more time waiting and things like that, oh geez, all those kinds of things, then you can actually get more content that's actually really good and all that stuff. But so far, they kind of sound like they're going to be doing that without, you know, doing the whole take the year off. But we'll get into that in that video. But my main thing here, monkey. My main thing that I wanted to kind of cover in this video was my first impressions on everything. So the zombies, it's interesting. The very first map that I was just talking about, 9, is interesting to say the least. That was easy. Why do I feel like the health is so much different on this version of Shang versus like the normal one from back in the day? Just so much less in this. Probably because these weapons are overpowered AF. But we speaking of OPAF, we're gonna get into something that's pretty funny. And that I found to be like my biggest thing that I kind of freaked out about in the middle of the reveal. But anyway, my reaction to that map, at first when I saw it, I was like, wait, what's happening with this? Like, excuse me? I was like, are we taking zombies to like gladiator times and shit? Like, we're gonna be like, try to battle them with fucking like big ass like shields, and we're going the AC Origins route and shit? Like, that ain't what I wanted. But if I was to guess, guys, it's probably gonna be the base, kind of like maybe the tutorial one, where it's like you only get like a handful of zombies, and it's gonna tell you about how to play the game, but it's not gonna, you know, it's not gonna teach you how to do training or anything like that. I feel anyway, or maybe, you know, honestly, it's hard to tell what they're gonna do with that specific map. But it's going to be interesting what they do decide to do, because it's definitely a different type of map. Where is he? There he is. Well done. But yeah, guys, it's... Alright, I lost my dingo dango. It's gonna be interesting how all of this kind of stuff ends up panning out, because it doesn't look like they've revealed too much, apart from probably like opening cinematics of these maps. And you know, that doesn't mean that it's good or bad or indifferent. It's literally just, that's just how it is. Oh jeez. Perk up. Perk up. That's self-medication. But no, my point is just trying to get my perkaholic back. But so that map 9, I'm not too sure how I feel about it, but I think that there's definitely a lot of potential for them to be doing something that's absolutely amazing that just like surprises the shit out of us. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. As for the other one, I don't recall the map name off the top of my head. I think it was something like Voyage of the Damned or something like that. Basically, it's the Titanic one. That one I'm very excited about because that looks like it's kind of like the new crew in that map seems more like they're kind of like Uncharted characters almost, where it's like, oh, we gotta go and do these things, and like she explicitly says, oh, we're not thieves, but like they're thieves. Like let's not lie to ourselves here.
Hear that? We got a flavor on the way.
Like let's not lie to ourselves. They're clearly. But like, yeah, it's pretty obvious that they are thieves, and I don't know what they would be looking for on the Titanic that's really, really like super valuable, but whatever it is, it'll be interesting to see. Fuck off, zombie. I'm just really excited to see what it has to offer. And then, of course, we gotta talk about the elephant in the room map. Clearly, obviously, that it was gonna happen, Mob of the Dead Remastered, and how we got it, and how I feel about it. We got Primus back, and for some of you guys, that's gonna be like a yay moment. For me, it's not. I just did not want Primus back at all. Primus was like the last thing I wanted with my life. Oh, fuck you, fuck. I'm not excited to be playing as Primus again, really. But, like, to me, I was kind of more or less expecting more from the idea of having Mob of the Dead Remastered. I was expecting the Transit crew, or even the OG Mob of the Dead crew, or some sort of, like, something that would actually be like, yes, this is important. Whereas the Primus thing, I feel like it's just going to be really basic. And just kind of like, oh, the crew's here, and they gotta get the blood vials. Hence why it's, if I recall correctly, it's called Blood of the Dead, which is just like, cool name, and the fact that we got our OG cast, and some people are like, yay, but then me, I'm just like, I just don't care. It's not that I don't care, I didn't want them at all. I'm more sat here being like, I just now, my biggest thing so far with BO4 Zombies has been in like, where are, like, not to make that pun, but where are we going with Zombies here? Because I feel so far that the 2 maps with our new crew are going to be hard for us to. It's going to be hard for. Oh, geez, that's a streaker. Is that a fire one too? No. I feel as though that with the new crew maps, they're seemingly hard to kind of, I don't know, story-wise and thematically-wise, explain. Jesus Christ, get out of my way! What a goose. But yeah, so I don't know how to feel about the new stuff. Like, it intrigues me, and we're gonna get into like one of them. Well, not one of, but a few of the things that really intrigues me about them. But, oh man, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do. I'm excited that we are getting 3 maps, because it's definitely, JC said it the best. What do we even decide to cover as soon as launch comes? We're just gonna have to split it all up, boys. But that's basically what it seems like it would have to be. Would be like different people go to solve the different Easter eggs and stuff. But yeah, so far that is basically my my kind of reactions and first impressions to Black Ops 4 in all in all. If you have any questions about any of my thoughts and such on the topics, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Sound off, let me know what you guys think about it, and let me know as well what you're most excited for. How do you think about the fact that people are already tweeting and talking about RIP Fortnite? I personally think that it's true, because of the fact that a Black Ops variation on the BR formula, which is very simplistic formula, by the way, I think that that's probably one of the best decisions that could come out of, like, the fact that, like, I'm not a huge proponent of being like, yeah, let's do a BR, because I was like, I just want my games to be original and not have this aspect of feeling like they've copied a different style. But at the same time, I'm also thinking, like, if you're gonna do it, don't do anything halvesies and just try and outdo them. And then, you know, but yeah, so if anything, I'm excited for Black Ops 4 BR because of the fact that I think Black Ops 4 BR is not just because it's going to be the death of Fortnite, but because I think it's going to be much better than Fortnite and PUBG, where it's like if you've seen any of the COD Online Battle Royale stuff, it's freaking awesome. Like, it's the same basic principle and idea of that, but it looks and just sounds and feels different. Especially if you're going to add in the aspects of Black Ops, it's just going to be dope. But I digress, especially considering they're talking about having it so, like, it's, I think he said 15,000 times the size of Nuketown or something like that. That's fucking insane. Plus, just in general, just like they're talking about that you're going to have little aspects of each map that you had in the past is just going to be like, ugh. So, I'm excited. I know you guys are more than likely just as excited as I am, if not more. And I hope you guys did enjoy this quick little live stream with some nice Shangri-La gameplay in the background. And thank you very much for coming on by, and goodbye.